I went on my first trip to Australia and I spent 8 weeks flying. I flew to Istanbul until I got fed up with it. Then I flew to Beirut. Then I flew to Colombo and stopping off Tokyo, Hong Kong, Manila. I knew in 8 weeks' time I had to be in Sydney at a certain date, so I thought I'll fly and have a week or 5 days, 10 days, whatever, in all these places.
Oh, yes. Chaps, hear that?
Yeah? Yep. Well, you can have...
A shy young maid has took a room down at the village inn. Her bedside light is oh so bright and the curtains oh so thin. She enters a room at 9 o'clock, at 9:30 she sleeps. Lord Clarendon walks quickly on, but naughty Samuel peeps.
Oh, we know it's right, it's in black and white, and it's all written down in his diary.
Last Monday morn my lady wife sent me to the butcher's shop. The butcher asked politely if I'd care for a mutton chop. I smiled and said a small sheep's head is really all I seek. And leave the eyes in, 'cause it's got to see us through the week.
Oh, we know it's right, it's in black and white, and it's all written down in his diary.
I know a shy young shepherd boy, and Basil is his name. He has a sister called Anna, who sets my heart aflame. Through woodland glade and through meadows green I did walk with this fair lass, but she slipped on a cowslip and she fell down on the grass.
Oh, we know it's right, it's in black and white, and it's all written down in his diary.
Oh, I stooped down and picked her up, her manner was serene. Kind sir, said she, pray put me down, for you don't know where I've been. Basil begged me to marry her, and this to me did say, please wed my sister Anna, for she's in everybody's way.
Oh, we know it's right, it's in black and white, and it's all written down in his diary.
Halfway up a wall outside a castle in Tranmere, there is a sign which reads the Duke of Denbigh was born here. I have travelled far and I've travelled wide, but ne'er can I recall of ever hearing of a duke born halfway up a wall.
Oh, we know it's right, it's in black and white, and it's all written down in his diary.
I went to rent a lady's house, she handed me the key. She said it's to be let as it stands with all that you can see. And are you to be let with the house, said I in a very saucy tone. She said I'm not to be let with the house, I'm to be let alone.
Oh, we know it's right, it's in black and white, and it's all written down in his diary. Yes, we know it's right, it's in black and white, and it's all written down in his diary.
I met you in Jose's cantina. Oh, you looked so lonesome and sad. So I said with a wink, let me buy you a drink, and then maybe things won't seem so bad. You ordered a large champagne cocktail, then vodka, then wine from the Rhone. And as I bought it, I suddenly thought it's no wonder that you're on your own. You took me across town to your place, my eagerness I could not hide. As you walked across the floor and you locked the front door, why did you leave me outside? So I went to my Uncle Hernando, saying my heart is filled with desire. But the lady says no, and all the waters that flow from the mountains can't put out the fire. He said, when a lady says no, she sometimes means yes, you young hothead. I said that may be so, but she didn't say no. She simply said go and get knotted. So I came here and I sang 'neath your window from midnight till gone 3:30. Oh, tell me, sweet lady, pray tell me, what was it you emptied on me? I hoped when I came to marry her that I'd find the love of my life. And I gave you my heart, but we drifted apart, so I'm going back to the wife.
Oh, I'm flying south for the summer. I'm gonna follow the sun. I'm flying south for the summer. Now the mating season's begun. In Saint-Tropez I met Selena. Now her figure was not very nice. She was so thin the cat had her out on the landing twice. When she went down to the beach there, everyone stared at her. And when she wore her topless bathing suit, people kept calling her sir. Oh, I'm flying south for the summer. I'm gonna follow the sun. I'm flying south for the summer. Now the mating season's begun. In Lisbon I first kissed Maria. It was late on a September night. She was a vision of loveliness in the early morning light. I said, tell me, where have you been all my life, my Venus of the dawn? She smiled and said, well, for the first 20 years I wasn't even born. Oh, I'm flying south for the summer. I'm gonna follow the sun. I'm flying south for the summer. Now the mating season's begun. Big Annie from Brighton once ordered a steak weighing 9¼ pounds. The butcher, he said, will you take it, ma'am, or shall I send it round? She said, no, I just wanna look at it, 'cause I've been dieting like a chump. And that's what I've lost, and I just wanna see what it looks like in one lump. Oh, I'm flying south for the summer. I'm gonna follow the sun. I'm flying south for the summer. Now the mating season's begun. Oh, one day I saw in Girona, on a river so quiet and remote, 8 lovely girls from the college. They were all in the same boat, and as they rode in unison by me, I gallantly raised my hat, and I said with a sigh, I wish that I could stroke a crew just like that. Oh, I'm flying south for the summer. I'm gonna follow the sun. I'm flying south for the summer. Now the mating season's begun. With Rita I stood in a tube train. We were hanging on tight by the strap, when she let her pretty white hanky fall on a sleeping old gentleman's lap. Now when he awoke from his slumber, he saw everyone staring at him, and thinking it was his shirt tail, he slyly tucked it in. Oh, I'm flying south for the summer. I'm gonna follow the sun. I'm flying south for the summer. Now the mating season's begun.
I rise at 6 and then I feed the chicks, and I'm feeling lonesome and blue. And when I milk the cow, it seems somehow my thoughts keep straying to you. And as the horse and I plough the field nearby, your memory I can't erase. For while I walk at the rear of the horse, my dear, I seem to see your face. I'm gonna sow the seed of deep devotion, fertilize it with emotion, water it with warm desire, and then I'll reap the harvest of love. Yes, I was happy as a pig in spite of the way that you looked at me when I met you at the village dance. But you was in the ladies' excuse me at the time, and I thought I would never have a chance. But you let me walk you home across Platt's Meadow, and I knew that with you I should be a hit, 'cause I got an old cow to get up and walk away. So so that you'd have somewhere nice and dry to sit. I'm gonna sow the seed of deep devotion, fertilize it with emotion, water it with warm desire, and then I'll reap the harvest of love. Side by side we will take a ride in my horse and buggy one day, and when the daylight ends and the night descends, my horse will run out of hay, and I will kiss your lips, those tempting lips, the only ones that can thrill me, and I will hold you tight neath the stars so bright. If the wife ever finds out, she'll kill me. I'm gonna sow the seed of deep devotion, fertilize it with emotion, water it with warm desire, and then I'll reap the harvest of love. I'm gonna sow the seed of deep devotion, fertilize it with emotion, water it with sweet desire, and then I'll reap the harvest of love. I'm gonna sow the seed of deep devotion, fertilize it with emotion, water it with warm desire, and then I'll reap the harvest of love. You could hear the hoofbeats pound as they raced across the ground, and the clatter of the wheels as they spun round and round. And he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. She lived all alone in Lily Lane at number 22. They said she was too good for him, she was haughty, proud and chic. But Ernie got his cocoa there 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, all right, sweetheart. And when he'd finished work one night, he loaded up the cart. He said, you want it pasteurized, 'cause pasteurized is best. She says, Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to me chest. That tickled old Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted her with his treacle tarts and his tasty oatmeal bread, and when she seen the size of his hot meat pies, it very near turned her head. She nearly swooned at his macaroon, and he said, now if you treat me right, you'll have hot rolls every morning and crumpets every night. He knew once she sampled his layer cake, he'd have his wicked way, and all Ernie had to offer was a pint of milk a day. Poor Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. One lunchtime, Ted saw Ernie's horse and cart outside her door. It drove him mad to find it was still there at 4:30. And as he leapt down from his van, hot blood through his veins did course, and he went across to Ernie's cart and he didn't half kick his horse, whose name was Trigger. And he pulled the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie rushed out into the street, his gold top in his hand. He said, if you want to marry Susie, you fight for her like a man. Oh, why don't we play cards for her, he sneeringly replied. And just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side. Now Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick, things didn't go the